Well, exciting day here. We are celebrating one of our finest. Brad, who are we celebrating?
We are celebrating Terry on our IMC unit,
And what are we celebrating Terry for?
the Daisy Award.
And what is the Daisy Award? Recap for folks briefly.
So the Daisy Award is a prestigious international recognition of nurses who stand out for being extraordinarily competent and compassionate, specifically compassionate. So we participate in the Daisy Award, and this month's award winner was Terry.
And so Terry was nominated by a patient's family, who she took care of just a few weeks ago, I think. So we're gonna get to know you in a second, but first, Carrie, you're the manager here on intermediate care.
Yeah.
What is it like when Terry is working on shift?
She's a very calming person on the unit, very positive, very good team player, very clinically strong, and we enjoy having her here.
Faith, what is it like working with Terry? What do you love most about working with Terry?
I love her positive attitude and her compassionate care towards her patients and their families.
That is so cool. Thank you so much for sharing that. So Terry, we get to know you now. So a couple of questions. We'll throw you some easy ones, and we'll save the hard ones for the end. Okay? How long have you worked here at Kettering Health Hamilton?
Almost 7 years.
7 years. And have you always worked here at IMC?
Yes, I've been
Okay.
here.
So you've been here 7 years on the step-down unit here at IMC. What do you love most about working here at Kettering Health Hamilton?
I love the teamwork.
The teamwork?
Yes, great teamwork here, and I've learned a lot since I've been here.
If you could go back to when you first entered nursing school, what advice would you give yourself, knowing all that you know now about patient care and about what patients really need? What advice would you give yourself?
Always trust your gut.
Always trust your gut.
Yes.
Well, that's awesome.
Yes.
Well, at Kettering Health Hamilton, we get to welcome new life into the world, and sometimes we hold the hands of those when life ebbs away. But Terry, it is the way that you treat people and the way that you made a profound difference in the patients that you serve that we celebrate you. Congratulations, and thank you for being the best of us.
Thank you.
Patrick Barnes in 1999. Patrick was a 30-year-old young man who was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease, and unfortunately was in and out of the hospital and did pass away. As the family was supporting him and going through that experience, they say here that they were so amazed by the overall experience they had, and especially the care they received from their nurses. They mentioned clinical care, which stood out as exemplary, but they expected clinical care. The piece that really touched them was the compassionate care that the nurses provided. So part of what we recognize in our daisies is not only clinical excellence, but also the compassionate excellence as well. So today I want to recognize one of you. And Terry, if I could have you come on forward, please.
Yay!
So Terry, I want to, you were recognized by the family member of the patient that you helped care for. The nomination reads, I really want to thank you for going above and beyond the call for my mother. The card that she received was nothing short of exemplary. Your attention to detail and clinical skills, plus your compassionate attitude, was everything a family could ask for during a difficult time. So really, as I read that, I think of the difficult time that the Barnes has went through. I know that many of us, part of nursing is helping folks through difficult times. You did that for this family. So I just want to thank you for that and recognize you. A couple of things that, as I was trying to get to know a little bit more about you, Terry, was that were mentioned was you're always in tune with the families, which is an important part of nursing, and that compassionate piece that really makes the difference. And your dedication to team and patients. And you're a quiet, subtle leader. So sometimes you slide under the radar, but you're well deserving of being recognized. So Terry, I just want to say thank you. And I want to share with you what we have for you. So we have the daisies. So daisies for you. We have the Healer's Touch carving. And these are actually carved, they're individually hand carved in Africa by a community there. So each one of these, it represents the interaction the nurse and the patient have together. So you can see the nurse supporting the patient, holding the patient there. So that's what it stands for, but it also goes to help support this tribe in Africa. So it's a gift that continues to give to that community. We have a daisy pin for you. So you can wear this on your badge, just recognizing you as a Daisy Award winner and the great work you do. And then we have the actual Daisy certificate here for you as well. So I just want to say thank you, recognize you for that. Last but not least, as Patrick was going through his hospital care, he went through a period towards the end where he had no appetite. And one day his dad came in eating a Cinnabon, and he asked, "Can I have a bite of your Cinnabon?" So Dad said yes. And then pretty soon there was no Cinnabon left because Patrick had eaten the whole thing. And the next day he said, or when his dad left that night, he asked, "Can you bring back a Cinnabon tomorrow? And can you bring some for all the nurses too?" So that's where Cinnabon has become associated with the Daisy Award. So we actually have some Cinnabons for all of you to enjoy today as well. So. Very great work. Can we get a picture of the whole team with Terry up here? Yeah.